I just started
yeah, I get what
recording.
it was.
I'm gonna start screaming. I'm gonna start streaming. There we go. Alrighty.
You're cutting out.
Am I cutting out? Ugh. Okay, can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Father there? Daddy ho! Ding dong! Okay, you guys can't hear me. I'm gonna go back out and then go back in. Okay, how about now?
You sound better now,
Sweet.
I think.
Did it change my... Okay, it didn't change my microphone array. Okay, good. Gucci.
Gouda.
Yeah. Alright. So, recording process has already started. So all that's fine. I'm streaming, I'm recording, I'm doing all the necessary stuff. So this is all happening. Everything is where's my face? Oh yes, my face. There we go. Loading. There's my face. Ah, that's my face. I have chapped lips. I don't like it. It hurts. Like, hey. Alright. So how is everybody doing today? This wonderful morning.
I am pretty
Suppose we're
fine.
doing all right.
You are pretty
Grumble,
fine.
grumble, grumble.
Oh, are you tired?
Of course I'm tired.
You look like an old man.
What?
You turned 41 in about a week.
I don't really want to talk about that.
How does it feel?
I don't know. I haven't got drunk yet.
And
To
lastly,
celebrate 41.
what about you, Steve from Thanksgiving?
What question were you asking again? I was messing around with my whiteboard and didn't hear.
I was asking, how is everybody on this fine morning?
Oh,
We're all fine.
doing okay. We're just
Okay.
being chilling, you know.
Also, the thing about Taurus is it's not like he left for something early. Jared, can you please do this in another room?
You have the
I'm really tired
basement.
of hearing my voice twice.
I don't know why it's not playing out loud.
I can very clearly hear my voice twice.
You have the basement.
Well, have you tried doing it on your computer instead?
Have you tried being
Doesn't-
I'm
competent?
doing it on my computer. My dude, why don't you move to a different room? I moved to the different room like 3 times recently.
Doesn't he have the
think
tower? Sir, if one person has a
I said,
laptop,
why don't you move to a different room?
what? Why would I? This is my room. You can't tell me what to do.
Not you, Ethan. He muted me, so now I have to yell at him. Bet he can't mute people in real life. And why'd you? Yeah, I think you kind of did. What the heck did you do then? Let's see.
Oh, I can hear you fine. I can't hear Ethan though. I love how Dad's just sitting there like awkward silence is all around. Yep. This is oh.
I'm ready to kill things.
Well, you should know more than anything that podcasts never start with the actual subject at hand. I don't know. Do you actually?
Towards being autistic.
Yes. You gotta be.
My Discord was being autistic, y'all.
Yes.
Oh, you can't hear me echoing anymore?
You mean, can't I hear myself echoing from your mic?
Yes,
Yes, I can
Alright.
hear myself echoing from your mic. I can always hear myself echoing from your mic.
So,
I can
what
hear
were you
you
saying
echoing.
about
Like,
Taurus? What were you saying about
or
Taurus
maybe it's just your
before you
face.
got? What were you saying about Taurus before you got cut off or whatever, Bruno?
Well, it's not like he had to go leave somewhere. I mean, he has left somewhere, but it's not like he did it recently. He did it a few hours ago, so he might actually show up partway through.
Okay. And when he does, you're gonna start hearing like da na 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 na. Bless you! Holy shit!
Sorry.
Oh man, oh man, that reminds me of the weird Castle Crashers RP that we did. That's basically
Yeah.
bless you, holy shit. That is the literal holy shit because it went into my face and turned me into Shaggy or something. Like
Yeah,
fuck
you did
you,
like a whole
Scoob.
2-page long. Did like a whole 2-page long exposition dump.
It takes one to
Said-
know one.
Quite literally an expedition dump. Exposition dump. Sorry.
All right. Well, specifically speaking here, let's see here. Do I have my? Oh, there's my clips. What happened to Ethan again? You quit out.
Perished.
Oh, there. You perished. He's just gonna perish. He's just a little baby. All right, I'm gonna open up the thing real quickly. Stuff, all kinds of stuff. Everybody pick out your favorite shit. Alright. Alright, so everybody introduce yourselves.
I am Bruno Riverwood,
We don't talk about him.
and yeah, and I am a level 1 cleric of life who may be about to die.
And you only took 3 damage. Literally the only damage you've ever taken this entire campaign.
It's not the 3 damage I'm worried about. It's the 6 or so goblins.
Did I mention how many goblins you saw?
Yes, you did. It was 6 or 7.
Oh, right. Okay, let me pull up the not the Ivy's Paint, the Clip Studio file. Specifically of like the big old map. Lunar, is it? I'm so bad at arranging crap. That's thumbnail, Allura. Okay, is it that? Hello? Oh, son of a bisexual fricktar.
Relationships. I want these people to be siblings.
Alright, that's... Okay, that, I think, is what I'm looking for. Except it's also kind of not what I'm... No, shike!
I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I only just recently discovered that song. I don't know why I've never heard it before. It's apparently, what's it called? U2's most famous song on YouTube specifically. And it's weird that I have only recently found that. Laura.
Is
Piss. What's this about piss? Somebody break the ice already. There's a lot of
Oh
silence.
yeah. Well.
What?
All right. I am Vicaruzi.
Is that? Why do
Like-
you keep changing the pronunciation?
Going for the Vicarussi.
And
Ethan.
and I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
That's a reference to another song. Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the Vicarussi.
Gonna see how many different ways I could say my name.
That's fair. Okay, there's my Clip Studio files. Fidel. Here's my little dreidel. Also,
Your
um,
vital vitals.
Christmas is coming up.
Bah humbug.
No. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is not.
Right. But more importantly,
Yeah,
I don't
skip
have
what-
to
don't
work
skip my
that
birthday
day. Because Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, and I was kind of afraid of that. But luckily, we're not open that day.
Hooray!
Oh,
I do.
oh, that sucks, butt.
Yeah. I get you little shits on Christmas this year, so I have to work Thanksgiving.
Right. You know what that means? Sometimes people have to spend money on Christmas gifts, and that's fun.
That's
Fun.
horrible, isn't it?
That's fine.
Do we have to?
Yeah. I mean,
Spent like $200 on Christmas.
unless you want to get
gifts last
shot
year.
by the Christmas Mafia, which is led by Santa Claus himself.
I'm finding a cave.
Aw.
I'm grinching this.
Alright.
I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
Christmas will always be coming.
I'm sorry.
Where
Well,
does all that white
that's
stuff
awkward.
come from?
Oh.
You know who's not coming? My friend who's participating in NNN.
Alright. Jared, you still haven't
Okay,
introduced
I
yourself to the
did not-
public.
After the things we've already said, do you really want to introduce yourself to the public? Do you want to associate yourself with this? All I'm saying is we've taken some pretty dark Christmas turns.
Yeah, remember 1999? It was horrible. We killed a guy. He was just sweeping the floor.
Okay. Alright, but what's
These
your
things
name?
happen.
I just
Jared,
killed
tell the internet your name.
Put a gun against his head. Pull my trigger now.
I didn't mean to grope the air. The police are coming.
Mama.
The police are always
Life
coming.
has
Just begun.
But now I've got it thrown out.
Anyway,
Dun,
so
dun, dun.
Jared, introduce yourself already.
yeah, all right. So what do we got to do?
Jared still needs to introduce himself.
Well, if we could get everybody to stop singing, I seem to recall that last time.
Would you stop with that infernal ear genocide and introduce yourself already?
Okay, anyways. My name is Tylenol acetaminophen. My Vicarage Stone Blaze is actually my son, but nobody knows that yet.
And I'm older than him. No.
No, you're not older than me.
Aren't you like
It
in
would
your?
be funny if I
Are you
was.
literally 20? Oh yeah, it would kind of make
Yeah.
sense only if
I'm 169
Tylenol was
years old,
like
man.
great, like a great grandmother. I'm gonna have to ask myself how many greats that is. I don't know. I don't always rewatch.
And Tylenol, are you a great grandmother? Do you make cookies for your grandchildren?
She's still young, cause she's an elf.
Well, then he's not a great grandmother. He's a terrible grandmother.
I love that.
I don't have grandchildren. I'm just a little baby.
Well, then you're not a grandmother, period.
You're right. I'm just a mother because I'm an elf.
Alrighty.
No,
So,
like Legolas.
Who did you bang?
alrighty. So,
Well,
where we left off last is
I
that
don't
you
want my
guys
secret to get out, Ethan.
is that you guys kind of were in like you guys except for Taurus. Taurus actually did the assignment and stealthily walks towards it, but you guys fell 100 meters through into this like. You know how, like, Mario and Luigi... Jared, you know what I'm talking about. Mario and Luigi sometimes, like, run away, but, like, trip over each other and start rolling into a ball down a bunch of slopes and hills. That's kind of what...
bullshit is this?
That's kind of what you did.
Yes.
All you guys, except for Taurus, did. And crashed right...
Yeah, which means that now we've got a split party. One of us is 100 meters away, and it's the melee dude.
Yeah, and it, which is why this works so well, because Taurus's player isn't here, and neither is Taurus himself.
Maybe by the time his character actually gets to the fight, and if assuming we're not dead, he'll actually be back. Knowing how fast we operate, that'll probably be the case.
Okay. Either way, you guys are in the Goblin's base. I'm not gonna actually, like, pull up a, owlbear rodeo thing of this, because, for one thing, I don't have one set up, and for another, the base is kinda small, and I can probably just describe it based on how I've described it in my notes. So first things first, you guys have, in one side of the base, there's a huge hole that you guys just crashed through. We already discussed this, at the end of the last
I think
episode.
I just heard Isaac.
Oh! At the end of the last episode. But,
Let me mute myself real quick.
Bruno has already...
I'll see if he's out there. Okay, shut up.
What?
Bruno has already taken, like, 3
Who wants me?
bludgeoning damage from crashing into it.
Oh, both of us.
Hey.
We're
Whoa,
doing TNT. You want to join?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you did forget about that.
Well, Dad got me up early so I can go.
Oh, man.
Baking.
Well, you're here now, and we haven't actually started anything, so you're on time.
I have to prepare for deer hunting, but I mean, I can do it while I'm, doing stuff.
Lol.
I have to do stuff for deer hunting next week.
Okay, well,
I'm still gonna join. But
you're gonna join, and it's gonna be a walking simulator for you as you walk the 100 meters to the Goblin Camp where all the rest of us are now.
I
Yeah,
say
'cause you guys
100
are
meters.
stupid
100
and
meters
clumsy.
is a bit of an exaggeration.
Hey, I was the one who came up with the plan. It was a good plan. I just didn't count on me falling 100 meters.
Save you. Now where's Discord? There it is.
Okay,
Now I have to go save you. So you
100
guys take
meters
that.
is a bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah,
It's
right.
more like half of that, like, say, I don't know, 150 feet. So about, I don't know,
Oh, yay, it's only half the distance.
so let's say...
That's still what? He's a human. That means it's got, what, 30 feet of move speed per turn? That's 5 turns.
Except you can use your action to dash to go double that speed. So if you...
Oh,
Hi,
yeah,
Taurus.
that's right. So that means that's 2.5 turns. Still enough time for us to die.
Yeah, don't worry. You could save all your...
well.
Hey,
If we're gonna be dying, let's get to the dying.
Hey, this is because of your guys' incompetence to be stealthy. He's the only one who's being competent with this whole stealth ops.
Alright, so
Either
we need to
way,
roll initiative, don't we?
Yes. Including Taurus.
When you
because-
die?
Yeah, D20.
I'll start rolling our initiatives.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the monsters
Fuck.
initiatives. That doesn't sound like a good roll. Crap, it's so far away. I'm gonna take off my headphones real quickly.
So I'll roll mine first, and then Tylenols, and then Taurus.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Alright,
1.
All right.
Okay, wait, who rolled a 1? I'm sorry.
I rolled a 1.
All right. So the broad numbers that I rolled for us are 15 for me, 11 for Tylenol, and a 7 for Taurus.
Okay. So of course write
Hold
that
on, let
down
me
in the thing.
pull up my
Roll Initiatives channel. Okay, so 15
character sheets
for,
on the other thing.
15 for what's his name? Bruno. And then 7 for who?
Yeah, I still haven't added the initiative bonus to that. Hold on, let me pull up my character sheet.
Okay. Right, I gotta
It's on a different device.
roll for the monsters too.
7 for Taurus and 11 for Tylenol, and those are also the raw numbers. No initiative bonuses applied.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. So I'll fit. And lastly, okay, where's my monster manual? Ah, why is this cord so tiny? Oh. Ow. Okay. There we go. I like my monster manual. It's my little baby.
Alright.
Okay. I also just really like monster stats. Okay.
Steve, you're cutting out quite a lot.
Am I cutting out? Oh. Can you hear me? Do I have to exit out and then back in? Gosh dang it. Hello? Can you hear me now?
I could hear you then, yeah.
Okay, cool.
If that's what you were asking.
Yes, that's what I was asking. I was asking if you could hear me. Alright.
Alright, cool.
Right. Okay, there we go. There's my goblin stats. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna roll 2 types of initiatives. One for the regular goblins and one for Progman the boss.
Right, yeah. My initiative bonus is +1, so I've got a 16.
Alright. Okay. And lastly... Okay. So... Okay. So you rolled a 16. And then you rolled for... bless you. Holy crap.
So sorry.
You're killing me. You're killing my face. Okay. And then, okay, so after Bruno, okay, so you roll a 16. Okay, who's next? Who's gonna be rolling for next? What did you get, Dad? You rolled 2, right?
A 1.
You rolled a 1.
Hey, Tylenol,
Yeah, what's up?
what is your initiative bonus?
Okay, Dad's initiative
Let me
bonus
pull that up
is
real quick.
0, so it's just
Give me a moment.
My bonus is
Raw.
0.
Yep, a raw 1.
Rolls of 1 with a +0.
Alright, initiative bonus. Let me see if I can find
That
it.
basically means that if somebody
I'll
rolls
just
a
Up at the
2,
top next to your
patiently.
AC.
Goodness gracious. People are texting
Armor
like
class.
crazy on this
Plus
thing.
1 initiative. That's what it says. So I'm just going to change that so it says plus.
No, Tylenol. The one is you're supposed to use your initiative bonus, not your armor class.
What?
I'm
No,
making
my
a joke.
armor class is 11, Ethan.
I was telling you that you're squishy. It was a joke. Anyway, 12.
I'm squishy? You really think I'm squishy?
Alright, there we go. Turn on camera.
You're a spellcaster with a AC of 11. You're very squishy.
That would make some sense.
Alright, so remind me again. Okay, Bruno rolled a 16. Dad, Vicaroos rolled a frickin' 1. Rolled for Taurus. Or Tylenol.
He rolled a 7, and I don't know what his initiative bonus is.
Oh, Tylenol, right?
I think it might be a 2.
Are we talking about Tylenol or Taurus? Are we talking about Tylenol or Taurus?
Tylenol says his was plus 1, so he got a 12.
Yeah, his plus 1.
Taurus, I think his initiative bonus is 2,
Yes.
which would give him a 9.
Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so you said, Tylenol is a 12?
Well, counting initiative bonus, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, cool. So, we've got, turn order is Bruno, and then, okay, what did Taurus roll? What did Taurus roll?
What?
What did Taurus roll?
If his initiative bonus is 2, then he has a 9.
Okay. Next up is Goblins. Next up is Progman, after the Goblins.
Taurus?
And then Tylenol, right? Because he rolled a 12. And then Taurus.
Progman?
And then finally Vicaroos. Okay, so that is going to be the turn order. Okay. So all the
Right.
okay, so 6 goblins, 7 including Progman. Progman is like sitting in a chair, kind of just looking down at you. They're all about a reasonable distance away. Here, let me at least put up Owlbear Rodeo for like a combat situation. It's not going to be to scale because
Just
there's
a second, you
there's
cut
also
out for a bit there
oh, okay.
during the description. I think you should duck out and duck back in. You're cutting out pretty bad.
I don't know why this keeps... Not sure why this keeps happening. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a lot better actually.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why this keeps happening.
You'll probably have to periodically duck out and back in.
Okie doke. Maybe it's because I'm recording and streaming at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, okay, first and foremost, let me, okay, do you guys still have the link to the owlbear thing?
You're starting to cut out again.
Oh, that's for the fire! Hello?
That's the spirit.
This is driving me crazy. Okay. So, do you guys need me to,
Do we actually need to record this?
It's something I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Should be fine. Okay. It should be fine. Maybe I just need to refresh the page as well or something. I don't know. Maybe it's the internet. Okay. I got a link here. Voice has been disconnected because you connected at another location. Because I'm connected at another location. Let me mute this tab here. Alright. That wasn't supposed to mute all the tabs. Okay.
Do you have something that you could, join the call in and, like, leave the device that's doing the recording on, like, mute or something?
Probably not. Hang on a second. Okay, I sent a thing on the owlbear roadie. You can hear me. Right? Something wrong with the connection to this thing? Okay. What about the son of a... Okay, that's fine. Okay, can you hear
By
me?
running the studio thing and my character sheet on a different device from the device I'm doing the call on.
Alright. Are you in the mail salon?
The what?
The the owlbear roadie.
Oh, the Albert thing. Yeah, I'm getting into it. It's loading.
There's... Okay, Taurus is like 150 feet away. Bruno was head first, so he's at the front.
If it'll let me.
Okay. And, okay. Oh.
I thought there was more than 2 goblins.
There is more than 2 goblins.
Yeah, there were about 6 or 7.
6, 7 including Progman.
I see. I only see 2 on the owlbear.
Oh, I'm editing it right now. Are you not seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
I can see a lovely spiral loading thing on the Owlbear Studio. That's what I can see.
I'm loaded in just fine.
Are you loading into
Yeah,
that
mine's
thing
just
yesterday?
spiraling. Oh. It's let me in.
Okay.
I see Bruno in here.
Yeah, I see 2 goblins. Oh, wait a minute.
Just
This looks like this combat scene from last time.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. It hasn't finished loading then. What?
so sorry.
Jared. Oh.
Give me a sec. I'm kind of loading in.
What? No. Damn it. I'm trying to change the name of the goblin thing. Place image. No. 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 No.
What? What is?
Huh?
What is it? Oh, there we go. I'm inside now.
Okay.
Let's see where I am. Where am I? Tylenol. Cleric. Wizard. Fighter. Druid. Plant. Goblin. Goblin. What is this thing? Rectangle. Okay.
Yeah, this is the combat scene from the Goblin Scouts last time.
Okay. I'm working on it. Not sure why it's doing the wrong stuff. Okay, let me name. Okay, did you guys enter
This is
into
riveting content.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
yes, it is.
Did you guys enter in through the thing on the on the I'm working on it. Okay, let me.
I believe in you or something.
Okie doke. Thank you. Invite player. Okay. Okay. Okay, I entered another link.
The new one.
Yeah. See if that one works.
I entered it and it looks the same. Exactly the same.
I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay.
Yep. It do look the same. I think we might just have to go without a battle map this time.
Alright, then I'll just describe how things look based on what I'm seeing here. Okay. So there are about 6 goblins here. And another goblin kind of just sitting there relatively like at the back of the camp. It's a pretty small camp, all things considered. But in this general vicinity, there are 6 normal goblins and one that's significantly bit more armored, and one that seems somewhat more intimidating. It's a bit bigger than the other ones. Clearly, this one is probably the boss. And 3 of them are on one side and 3 of them on the other, and the boss is like back there, kind of parallel to your guys' position. All of them are within like walking distance, except for
How
the
many?
boss. Okay, there are 6, including the including the boss, um, and all of them except for the boss are within walking distance of you, so you should be able to just move up to one of them. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's the boss. So, Bruno, it is your turn. I need a more stable surface than this. Bruno? Bruno, whatever are you doing?
All right. So close enough that we can get to them to hit them in the face without using a dash action. Got it.
Except for the boss. The boss is more than 30 feet away from either of you. But all the other goblins are within walking distance.
All right, so 7 total.
Yes.
All right. Let me pull up my character sheet and look at what I want to do. I have 1 spell slot right now. And I have a feeling I'm going to need it for healing. So wait a minute. Why the fuck didn't I prepare Bless?
Is Bless not on your list of
All right.
life cleric spells?
Let's do Sacred Flame on the boss.
Alright. Okay.
It's my
Okay, Sacred Flame. So let me pull up that. Oh, whoa, that is not what I meant to pull up. Notepad.
I forget how that works. Let me look it up.
I have Notepad. Let's see.
Yeah, I know they're within distance. I just want to remember how actual thing of things goes. Because I know I can hit him with it. I just don't know if. Yeah, it's they got to succeed a dex saving throw or take 1d8 damage.
Okay. Alright, so you're using that on Progman.
I guess the goblin needs to roll a dex saving throw.
Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, so doing some math here. 10, 14, 17.
What?
No, I was just counting something real quickly. Okay. So dexterity
Sorry,
saving
what was that?
throw. Okay, dexterity saving throw. Oh, am I cutting out again? All right. So what is your what is your
My spell save DC
yeah. Yes. What is your
13.
Okay, 13. Okay. Progman has succeeded in the saving throw.
It does what?
Okay. He succeeded in the saving throw.
I still can't hear it.
Okay. This is driving me nuts. This is driving me crazy. Okay. I can't figure out what's going on with this. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop streaming. I'll keep recording, but I'll stop streaming.
Here, just type it out.
Oh my god.
It'll be faster that way.
Okay.
All right, so that means that I don't do anything.
Yep, that is
Yep.
true. Alrighty.
So I mean, I could run, but besides that, there's not much else I can do.
Alright.
So I end my turn.
Okay. So next up is the goblin's turn. Everybody can hear me. Right?
Yeah.
I can currently hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, everything seems to be going somewhat well. I just stopped the streaming process. I don't really need to stream at this point, but I will keep recording. Hopefully that'll help. Okay. So Goblin
Right.
Okay, Goblin A.
Make things easier on your end.
Okay. Goblin A. Goblin A is moving up to Bruno. And he is attacking Bruno. Can you hear me? Damn it.
Type it, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Son of a...
Yeah, but you cut out during the thing where you're describing it.
Okay, hang on.
I'd suggest just type it.
I know, hang on.
I mean, we're not exactly in a stream anyway, so we don't really need to hear it. I'll roll defense. I'm guessing.
Goblin A attacked Bruno.
Guessing I need to roll a save.
Oh, no. Damn it.
Or wait a minute. No, I don't need to roll a save. He needs to roll a hit roll, doesn't he? And it goes against my AC.
Okay. Okay, I'm joining from my phone. Is it... Okay, I'm joining from my phone. So... Can you hear me? Oh, damn it! I'd like to at least be able to hear it.
You can know quite a bit.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Unstable internet. What is going on? I know you're not sure. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Don't know how long it'll last, but I can.
Hopefully it'll last better now, because
So-
I'm using my phone for this now. I'll probably eventually just need to refresh my computer or something. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm gonna need to figure something out. All I know is that the audio for this video is not gonna be that good. Anyways, I rolled for the goblin. I rolled a let's see. The goblin is attacking you with a scimitar. And
Alright.
he's attacking with an 11. Does an 11 hit you, Bruno?
It's gotta be higher than my armor class, yeah?
It has to be equal to or greater than.
Alright, my armor class is 15, so no, it doesn't hit me.
Okay. Now Goblin B. Goblin B is attacking. Goblin B is moving and going to attack Vikaruz with a bow.
That's gay.
Is that gay?
It is. Very gay move. I like it.
Alright, Gadolf. Does a 6 hit you?
Alright, same
I'd be
rule
surprised
apply,
if
I
a 6
assume.
could hit even a wizard.
Well, my armor class is 10, so I'm gonna go with no.
That is correct. Now, Goblin C,
Less gay.
is going to attack Bruno with a bow and arrow.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah, it's me.
All right.
I don't think I've ever seen a level 1 adventure made without cheating that has an AC higher than 23.
You take
That does seem highly unlikely.
You take 7 piercing damage.
Okay, well, that's the rest of my health, so
So you are down.
I guess I'm rolling death saves. I guess I'm rolling death saves now.
Okay. Alright. So with Bruno on the ground, now Goblin D is going to start attacking Vikarus with a short bow.
Why do you gotta be so rude?
The arrow
It's
misses you.
okay.
The arrow misses you like very closely though. Goblin E moves up to Progman's side and does an attack. And Goblin F kind of just goes to sleep in the corner. Alright. Now it is Progman's turn. Okay. So Progman is going to move a little bit and then throw a javelin at Bruno.
Bruh.
Okay. So something I'd like to
I'm rolling death saves. Why you do this to me?
Something I'd like to bring up is that one of the changes that I'm going to try to make is that rather than having to make 3 death saving throws to be stable or to die, you have to make 5. That way, like,
All right.
okay, you have to succeed 5 or fail 5. Okay. Throwing a javelin. Okay. That is a critical hit. Which, I mean...
Alright, how many death save failures does that put me at?
Well, it's gonna put you at 1, but I'm going to roll the dice to see if actually, no, the maximum damage you can only deal is 6, so it's not, so it can't instantly kill you. Because that's the only real question I have to ask, is like, is it capable of dealing enough damage to instantly kill you? Actually, because it's a critical hit, though. It's a critical hit, so it's
I have 10 total health, so...
Right. Okay. So it would deal 9 damage, so it almost instantly kills you. But no, you don't take any actual damage after you've reached 0 hit points. But if the amount of damage you take after you've hit 0 hit points equals or exceeds your maximum hit points, then you just die instantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a death saving. So that's a death saving throw failure. Alright,
so now I'm at 1 death save throw failure.
Okay. And, okay. So now it is the next person's turn.
I mean, I'm last, so I'm assuming it's not me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Okay, so next up is Tylenol.
Yes.
It is your turn, Tylenol.
Alright. So how many goblins are left?
Okay.
All of them.
So none of the goblins are actually dead yet.
None of them have even taken any damage.
Right. I guess I'm gonna try and do some sort of splash attack. But let me look
Okay,
at
there's one thing I will bring up is that there's one goblin that is right next to Bruno's bleeding body.
Well, I suppose none of the goblins haven't taken damage, but one of them did fall asleep during combat, so I guess that's somehow more insulting.
Alright. So I think one of the only cantrips I have that actually does damage is Chill Touch, unless Druidcraft does damage.
I
Yeah,
don't think Druidcraft
you're
does
not
damage.
getting splash damage at this level.
Yeah, I guess not.
Unless you're like a Thunder Cleric.
I'm gonna use Chill Touch on the goblin that's closest to our very dear friend.
Oh right. So you create a skeletal ghostly hand. And okay, so you make a ranged spell attack. So roll a d20. Oh.
Ethan,
What?
can you roll a d20, please?
Hi, Taurus.
13.
All right. 13 plus his spell attack modifier.
Did Ethan die?
No, Ethan is
So
dying.
Death saves.
Ethan is dying, but he's not dead.
Spell attack bonus.
I knew he was close, but I didn't know if I missed him die or.
No, he's
Yeah, I got hit with one attack and it instantly took away my remaining hit points.
I heard that part, but I didn't know if you died and I missed that.
it doesn't. He's not dead yet, but you guys can use like an action to attempt to save him. Or
Yeah,
you
that
can.
would be really nice because I'm kind of the only one who's got healing powers that work on other people. I think.
I've got mending, which I don't know if that works on
That does not work on people.
That works on like ripped clothing or like sofa or
Broken
something like that.
keys.
It's more of like it's a more of a convenience cantrip or something that like if your trailer is falling apart, you can like I don't know use a mending to help it not fall apart, kind of less.
Anyways, my spell attack bonus is +4.
Okay, so you rolled an 11,
13.
well,
You rolled a
13,
13.
so 17.
+4 is 17.
Okay. Okay, so that plus your dexterity modifier, I'm pretty sure as well. What is your dexterity modifier? It is 1. So so basically you rolled an 18. So that is a hit.
I think you need to roll damage now.
Okay, so yeah.
What was it? Was it a D8?
Yeah, it's a D8 necrotic damage.
3.
3. Okay. Alright, so he is, kind of starting to decay apart, but he's not dead. He is screaming like hell, though, which I imagine can't be, comfortable for your dying body.
Yeah, that's not fun.
But that did shave off a chunk of his hit points. Okay, next up is
What was it? That was Goblin A that got shaved.
yeah. And that goblin's the one who's like hovering over your dying body.
Yeah.
Also, his feet are like bathed in your blood because you're kind of bleeding out a little bit. Next up is Taurus. Your turn, Taurus.
You're 150 feet away, boy. If you want to make it here in time, you gotta run.
Taurus. Isaac.
You can do it.
I get. Was that him? I get.
I don't know who that was.
I think that was him. It sounded like him. And it wasn't me, it wasn't you, and it wasn't Jared. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Yeah. So run. Dash. It's technically dash.
Okay,
but
yeah.
You know how it is.
So he's just gonna run. Next up is Vikaroos. Your turn, Vikaroos.
I get to play?
Yes.
Hooray.
Took an hour, but
Uh,
we're all doing great. Daddy ho. Hello? What happened? What happened? Ah! All right. I think I'm back. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I keep getting technical difficulties, but I am.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do poison, probably.
Yeah, he's also probably got the biggest health pool out of anything, and 3d8 is a decent chunk.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing?
This poison, he keeps taking poison damage, right?
I don't know poison damage.
It depends on if you.
Worse, honestly.
It depends on if you poison your target or not. Does the spell cause the poison status, or does it just do poison damage?
I
don't know.
Looks like it just deals poison damage.
No. What's the point of having a poison attack if it doesn't do poison? Okay, right. Then, let's see. Goblins probably don't like fire, then we'll choose, well... What's the difference between lightning and thunder? One's a sound.
Thunder is like vibrations and sound damage, and lightning is like
Thunder
actual
is more
electricity.
Like seismic damage. There's a definite difference between them, but one is electricity and the other is sound.
Alright.
Sound and vibration.
Damage.
All right, what are you doing?
We used cold damage. Okay, and I did a range attack. Which do I throw?
All right, what are you choosing between?
On the chromatic orb thing,
Oh.
real quick. Assuming that the sources I have are accurate and up to date, this spell apparently costs 50 gold a pop.
The spell requires you to have a 50 GP diamond. A diamond that is worth 50 gold pieces. You do not have
So
that.
you're saying I can't use that?
You can't use it yet. Not until you have a really... Not until you have a big old diamond. I mean, not a really big diamond, but a big old diamond nonetheless.
This is some bullshit. Well then we're gonna go ahead and go with, the trusted old...
Don't we have a spell scroll in here somewhere?
That was in our, kind of one-shot
that was right.
version.
That was in the one we retconned, wasn't it?
But you do have healing potions.
Yeah, if you toss one onto me, I'll actually be able to fight.
Do I have healing potions?
I think you do.
I think you have the greater
And
healing
I know I have a
potion.
healing potion, so...
He has the, regular healing potion. Bruno has the regular healing
I
potion.
also happen to have healing spells, so...
Yeah.
What happened to my text channel that shows what items we have? I thought I made a item channel to keep track of that.
It's
you
on
mean
it's on the
item
ye old
thread, I
general
think.
chat. It's on the
Where's
ye
that one
old general chat.
Huh?
It's on the
It's
ye.
a thread in the yield general chat, and yes, you do have a greater healing potion.
It's
Alright. I want to give it to him then.
Yeah,
Because
just...
he's my cleric.
Don't
Oh.
I have a healing potion somewhere?
you do not.
Maybe.
I thought I took one.
Also, hello, Taurus.
I
Alright.
thought I took one from our last
Alright,
goblin.
so...
Okay, so you're using your greater healing potion. That, I believe, gives 4d4 plus 4 hit points. Let me look it up. Greater healing potion 5e.
Yeah, 4d4 plus 4, it says.
Yes.
Alright, so let me roll my d4s.
I think it's Dad who has to roll the d4.
Oh, because
You can roll it. That'll be enough to at least get me back up to 8 if you roll terribly on everything, so...
Do I have a D4?
I've got a
I
d4.
think it's the...
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how this D4 works. Is it like a pyramid?
Yeah, it's a pyramid. Whichever number is on top is the number you choose.
It depends on the d4 that you're rolling. Let Bruno roll this time. Or go ahead,
Alright.
Dad, or whatever. I don't know.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
I'll roll it.
Alright.
It was a 2.
Okay, so...
Alright, now roll
So-
it 3 more times.
And then add 4 to that.
2.
So that's 4. Or 8.
3.
Alright, that's enough to just get me back to full health.
Okay.
I don't think this adds bonus hit points, does it?
No.
Alright, so that just gets me back up to full.
Sweet. And it's your turn next anyways, so... Unless Dad wants to move. Do you want Vikarus to move at all?
No, I mean... Unless I can hide behind a rock or something.
There's not really anywhere to really hide right now. You're... You could run back
No.
through the hole that you crashed in through, but, I don't know. Anyways, Bruno, it is your turn now. You are up, and there is a
Alright.
goblin right next to you. And he is,
I am really, really pissed.
yeah.
Alright, nobody needs healing of want to save that for when somebody gets ganked.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is hurt. I think you're the only one who just took damage because everybody else did like a short rest before before you started doing.
Yeah, nobody else is damaged, but knowing this fight, somebody else is going to get damaged, and I want to have maximum healing capabilities for that event.
Yeah.
Because the only other option is I shoot a guiding bolt at the goblin boss, which is 46, but I don't even know if that'll hit. So unless everybody else wants me to try and nuke the goblin boss with guiding bolt, then I'll save it. What do you think, Jared? Should I save my spell slot for healing, or should I use to nuke the goblin boss?
Well, that entirely depends if you have any sort of quiet. That entirely depends if you have the ability to actually knock off the boss if you use the healing ability.
I'm sorry, say that from the beginning.
If you use the healing ability, will that hinder any of your fighting abilities? Will you still be able to take on the goblin boss relatively easily?
I can still hit things with my stick, and I still have a damaging cantrip, but it's not exactly the most reliable.
But will you die if you...
It won't. None of these options will deal damage to me. I'm not like, I'm a cleric of life. I don't have any self-damaging spells.
I see. Well, in that case, I would recommend nuking
The thing is, it's a choice between do I nuke it or save the spell slot for healing, because if I save it for healing, then I can't nuke the thing, and if I nuke the thing, I can't heal someone later with that spell. I do still have a healing ability, but it's only going to be able to restore 1 health to 1 person once.
I would maybe save the healing. Unless you think that you could kill the boss with that one hit.
Yeah, I think...
How much HP does the goblin boss have?
That I cannot tell you.
Oh, lovely.
I'm assuming we would need some kind of spell that could tell us their stats.
Well,
if I know my RPGs.
guiding bolt, there's a decent amount of variance. Assuming I hit the thing, it's guaranteed to do at least 4 damage. Maximum of 24 damage.
Okay.
Which I'm pretty sure 24 damage would be enough to kill it.
So it's a risk. Those goblins will be able to...
However, if we manage to nuke the goblin boss, it might scare off the goblins. It might scare off the rest of the goblins. We might actually be able to gain a tactical advantage by nuking the leader right out of the bat.
In that case, I say we nuke it.
Nuke it. Oppenheimer this shit.
What do you say, Jared?
We should put it to a majority vote.
Yeah, I think you should just save the healing ability for later. That seems more valuable.
Alright, well, assuming I'm not getting a vote in this, we've got a majority and they say nuke it.
I love the implication that you guys are just telepathically communicating each other within the case of like 6 seconds.
Well,
You know, he has a point.
I think it's
like
I think
anime
it's funny.
style where we're all talking.
I think it's funny, so I'm gonna go with that interpretation. Just everybody's having an anime monologue.
You know what? Tylenol is a bit of a cartoon character, so I'll allow it.
All right, so let me look up Guiding Bolt.
Oh?
50 Guiding Bolt.
Oh, you're looking at guiding bolt. I already have that. A flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. Thanks to the mystic dim light glittering on the target until then.
Alright, so it's my... So when I roll a ranged spell attack, it's what I roll plus spell attack bonus, and is there anything else, or...
Dexterity, because it's a spell attack. Well, it's because it's a ranged spell attack.
Alright. So that would be 15, that's my base roll, plus my spell attack bonus of 5, so 20 plus dexterity, that's 21.
Okay. That's a hit.
That's a hit, alright, so I guess I gotta roll damage now.
Yep, that is
This is the moment of truth.
4d6. You can deal anywhere between 4 damage and 24.
Alright. The first one was a 5.
Okay, 5,
The second one was a 5.
10,
The third one was a 1.
11,
And the last one was a 4, so that's 15.
it's 15 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Progman is pissed.
Oh shit.
He was kind of pissed before when you actually tried to attack him before, because he had to get up from his seat and he's kind of frustrated and he's like, "Argh!" But now that hurt like hell, so he's like, "Argh!" Now I know that you can speak in Goblin, in the Goblin voice, but you can't understand whatever the hell this guy is doing. You can tell that it's like in the Goblin kind of language, but he's spouting some profanities you've never heard of before.
He's angry to the point of being inarticulate.
Pretty much. Okay.
Alright,
So-
so I just nuked this guy for 15 damage and he's still standing, so it's probably a good idea we went with the nuke approach.
Alright, so next up is... the Goblin's turn. Okay. This Goblin is kind of dazed, so he's kind of just walking off. However, he doesn't use the disengage action. So, both Bruno and Vikaruz is able to use the, a reaction to provoke an opportunity attack from both of you.
Sweet. Let's do that. So, my opportunity attack, I guess, has got to be a physical attack. I
Yes.
don't think I can pop out a cantrip, and to be fair, I may as well just do a regular attack anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be a regular attack.
I gotta roll to hit, and then roll damage if I do hit, yeah?
Yes.
That's how... Alright.
And you have to do so too, Dad. Or, I mean, you can choose to. You only get one reaction until your next turn.
I'm probably not gonna get to use it on anything else. And an attack roll is what I roll plus what?
Your attack what are you attacking with?
Quarterstaff.
Okay. So yeah, it's just adding your strength. Your strength bonus.
Just adding strength. Alright, so that means I rolled a 6.
What the? Alright. What happened?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What's going on with my thing? Oh, there we go. I don't know what just happened. Oh, there we go. Okay. My computer's acting funny. Alright. Alright, so you said you rolled a what now?
6. 5 plus the strength bonus 1.
Okay, so the leather armor made that basically a love tap. Father, are you making an opportunity attack?
Alright, you said I have to use
A reaction to do
what,
this.
melee? Or...
Yeah, it has to be a melee. It has to be a melee attack. Something you're using like when the enemy comes out of your reach.
I have a knife equipped, apparently.
Yep.
And... Alright, what do I do? Well,
You make a regular attack. What? A D20.
It's
To hit
D20
and then a
plus-
damage.
Yeah, I think it's D20 plus strength modifier.
11, my strength modifier is a -2, so 9.
Okay, so neither of you actually inflict any damage on the goblin. So he just moves as normal.
He served it to us on a silver platter, and we didn't manage to take it.
Look, I'm not a melee guy, okay?
I'm not blaming you, I'm blaming myself. I should have been able to hit the goblin at least. I didn't expect you to hit it.
Okay, so the goblin is basically hiding behind another goblin.
Alright, also good news on that goblin, the goblin boss. Next attack against him, provided it's made before the end of my next turn, has advantage.
Okay. Alright,
Because Guiding Bolt gives advantage to the next attack.
okay. Goblin B, whom Goblin A hid behind, attacked Goblin A with the scimitar, and is speaking in only a language that Bruno can understand, saying, "Hey, stop that!" And he just swings the scimitar, and it's a critical failure, and accidentally stabs himself. And inflicts 3 damage.
Yay.
Next up is Goblin C's turn. Hang on. Goblin 2 is dying, not dying, but like is like basically standing on barely 2 legs. Goblin C is kind of just
Knock, knock, knocking on the store.
Goblin C is kind of just looking at all of the other goblins except for Progman are kind of just looking at these two and just like, what the hell? Except for the one that's asleep, of course.
Yeah.
And then Progman
Really.
Progman is Progman moves up to its speed and then doesn't have any ranged attacks, so it doesn't seem to have like a bow like the other ones do. So this one's kind of just standing there like, Okay. So now it is your turn, Taurus. I think. Taurus or which one?
I think it's mine. I haven't gone for a while.
No, it's Tylenol. Tylenol and then Taurus.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, these turns are going a little
anyways-
slower than I'd like it to.
So what goblins do we have left?
Most of them. None of them have died. If you can manage to make a good attack roll against the lead goblin, it will have advantage. I don't know though. Vicaroos, what's your strongest attack spell that you can actually make?
I guess I'll purchase that.
Probably Firebolt right now.
Yeah, let me look at what that is.
It's my mate's cantrip.
Maybe you should. Yeah, maybe we should wait and see if you can hit the goblin boss with that.
Yeah, I'll cast Chill Touch or whatever
All right.
on the goblin if it does significant damage, or if it's just an insta-kill.
Okay, so make a ranged attack against Progman, or just a regular goblin, or what?
Actually, like, are you doing it against the goblin boss or a regular goblin? Jared.
The goblin boss.
Okay,
Alright,
so make
well,
a...
if it's against the goblin boss, he's got advantage.
Yeah, so roll a d20 twice or 2d20s.
He rolled a 2 and an 11, so...
So 11.
And it's plus his dex modifier and his spellcasting modifier, yes?
Yes.
And Chill Touch is a cantrip, right, Jared?
Check real quick. Yes, it is a cantrip.
Alright, that's good. So, what's the actual total thing? Your...
Okay, so 11 plus his dexterity, which is 1, so 12, and then his... And then plus 4, which is 16. Which, usually, the other goblins are wielding a shield. This one doesn't seem to be wielding said shield. So so that is a hit.
Alright, now it's a D8, isn't it?
Correct.
Oh my gosh, it's a full 8.
Okay, so the decay, so he is now decaying, he's cracking, and he's bleeding like hell from the head, and he falls over, and he's like, "Argh." Now all the other goblins are kind of just looking at Progman. Okay. Next up is Taurus's turn.
He still needs to run.
Yeah, he's now 90 feet away from the action.
Give me 90 feet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 90 feet.
Yeah,
So
you're 90.
if he does another dash action, that puts him at 30 feet away, so...
Yeah. Do you have like a ranged attack, like a short bow or something?
I have throwing axes.
All right.
Still though, he did make a dash action. He would have to make a dash action to actually get in range, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you only have like hand axes. I don't.
Those definitely don't have enough range for him to toss them without making a dash action.
All right. And he's the only one of you guys who doesn't use spell casting. All right. Now, so you're gonna dash Taurus?
Yes.
Okay. So next up is Vikaruz's turn. Okay, so now Taurus is now close enough to the fight to really understand what's going on here.
Right, so is that goblin boss dead? Or is it still somehow alive?
Oh, he's breathing, but he's like in visible agony.
So he's still making them again.
For visible agony.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said invisible agony.
No, it is visible. There, he is cracking from the head, from the actual like decaying, chilling touch that this monster of a druid girl named after drugs gave him.
Plus he's probably still got third degree from that 15 damage guiding bolt nuke I gave him.
Alright, so what you're saying is I should probably attack them.
Yeah.
Finish them off.
Yeah, like, let's see. If that thing could take, let me calculate here, 23 damage, then I don't want to know what kind of damage that thing can dish out. Especially
Right,
if it's
fair enough.
not carrying a shield. Because if it's not
Right.
carrying a shield, that means its other hand is used for something else, and two-hander weapons are not fun.
Gotcha. So, maybe we'll cast Firebolt on the boss.
Alright.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Range attack.
So that is a hit. Now roll for damage, and it doesn't. The damage doesn't really matter unless it equals or exceeds the amount of hit points that the boss has. But either way, you just inflicted an automatic failure on the goblin boss.
6.
All right. What? You roll a 6?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just a fail. He's not dead yet, but he is on fire. Okay, so after that, he
How is
the
this-
goblin.
How is this thing taking all that damage?
So he is now looking at
What the fuck did we get into?
Okay, so the goblin boss looks at part of the goblins and the other part of the goblins, and then at Bruno and says, You're the reason I had that dream. You are going to be the reason that this country falls into hell. I may not be able to take you, but the leader of our organization will. And then he withers away and dies.
Good. Okay.
So the damage wasn't what killed him. I think he just kind of harakiri'd.
How do you have a goblin boss that takes, like... Let me calculate things here. 23... 6... 29 damage.
So Progman is now dead. But now you've got these other 6 goblins who are still looking at these 2 goblins who are just kind of smacking each other with their swords. But now it is your turn again, Bruno. You have charred ashes of the goblin boss, who does have some interesting loot on him. Actually, no, he doesn't have loot on him anymore.
Let's save that for later.
Yeah, he doesn't have any loot anymore. He did have loot, but he went behind some walls, and then he came out of it without the loot. Whether you notice that or not is something we'll discuss after the combat.
We'll scrounge through this goblin camp after combat.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
so...
Alright. So,
I'm
it
going
is your
to
turn,
go
Bruno.
up to, let's see, the goblins A and B, as I recall, are fighting each other.
Correct.
I don't want to, interrupt their happy moment there, so I'm going to go up to Goblin C, let's say.
Yeah.
And hit him with a stick.
Alright.
Stick.
I'm guessing that has the versatile thing.
It does.
So are you using that, or are you still wielding something else in your other hand?
Last I checked, let me actually... What is a shield? +1?
+2.
Plus 2 AC. Alright, that's kind of funky. So how is AC calculated again?
Okay, it is depending on your armor. If you're not wearing any armor, then it's just 10 plus your dexterity modifier. But if you're wearing like chainmail, or if you're wearing certain heavy armor, like some of them will increase your armor class, but automatically due to the armor. But the dexterity modifier increases, only goes to a max of +2, and then like straight up heavy plated mail will only set your armor class to a certain amount, and then dexterity doesn't play a role at that point. Depends on the heavy armor.
Dexterity works with medium armor, yes?
Yes, but only up to +2.
Alright, so that explains it, and based on my armor class then of 15, I'm not using my shield.
Yeah.
Because scale mail is 14, my dex modifier is +1, so...
Yeah.
I'm two-handing it then.
Alrighty.
I guess I gotta roll for that.
Yep.
And it's plus my strength modifier?
Correct. Well, this has the versatile... Okay, 4?
Yeah, that's with the strength modifier.
Alright, so, you suck. So much that it didn't hit. It didn't even hit the, the armor that was on the goblin. You kind of just tripped on yourself, but you're fine. Alright, so next up, Progman is still burning, and he's dead, so his turn doesn't come up. But, Goblin A, is vigorously, like, trying to, like, bash in, the other goblin's skull. This basically kills him instantly. Goblin B is now dead. And, Goblin A kind of just falls to the floor exhausted. Goblin C, while looking at Bruno, is kind of just still looking over at the other action, at the action over there. Not really caring much that Bruno just walked up to you. But he's also looking at his boss's burning body. Next up is Goblin D. Goblin D,
Nuts.
Goblin D decides to try and flee. Which
Right, so
moves like 60.
This is actually starting to look out to be in our favor.
Yeah. So is Goblin E. And Goblin F is still frickin' asleep.
Alright.
Next up is Tylenol.
Alright, what's up?
It is your turn, Tylenol.
Great. The main goblin did it.
One goblin is significantly weakened and is even a bit exhausted. Another goblin is still kind of just dazed a little bit. Two of the goblins are running away, and one of the goblin is still asleep. And also the boss is dead.
I'm going to use Hill Punch again if I can.
On what?
I'm going to try and get both of the goblins in one hit.
You can't do that.
I think you can only target one.
Alright, well, I'm going to... Whichever one's a hit, so that way it'll fall down and trip the other guy.
Huh?
Alright.
Okay. Attacking A? Are you attacking C or F? Because the
Are you talking about attacking the fleeing goblins or the goblins that are sticking around?
the fleeing goblins are out of his range.
Whichever one are out of range.
The fleeing goblins are out of your range.
Alright. So I guess I'm gonna attack the ones that aren't. Or the one that isn't.
Okay.
Goblin A is partially damaged. Goblin C is intact, as far as I can tell. Goblin F is asleep. We'll save him for last. All right. So what'll it be, Jerry? Will it be A or C?
I'll do C.
All right. So that's you're using chilling touch. Okay, that is a. I'm gonna
Let me roll for him.
pull this up here.
2 plus whatever modifiers he has.
All right. So +5 because his dexterity modifier is +1. His other thing is +4.
Spellcasting is.
So 5
7.
plus. Okay, so 12.
All right. Wait, no. No, not 12. He rolled a 2.
Oh.
7 is his total.
Okay, so that's a miss.
All right. And that means it's Taurus's turn next, and he's actually getting to the point where he runs up and that puts him right next to us. Is that close enough for him to run up and hit anybody?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not yet, but he is close enough to move up a little bit and throw an axe.
He could move up and throw something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, Taurus. You can finally make an attack roll.
Alright, roll, just throw. Wait, what's the weakest goblin?
One is asleep. A is
Goblin A is the weakest.
yeah.
Then, attack Goblin A with my throwing axes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll roll for him.
Okay, that's a. So he's using. So he's
Isaac,
using
I'm
his
really
dexterity.
sorry to tell you this, but you rolled a 1, my man.
Okay, that's a critical failure.
Please don't hit me in the back of the head with a throwing axe, please.
No, he's no he kind of just threw it backwards. Just like okay.
Oh, good.
All right, so next up is Vikaruz's turn, I believe.
Alright.
Everybody else has kind of been doing not so great this turn. So,
Yeah.
I am going to use a fireball.
A what?
Fireball.
Ah.
And I'm going to attack what was the weakest Goblin A.
yeah.
Roll a 5.
Is that in addition to your spellcasting modifiers, or?
Shit, what is,
I think Xavier said it was dexterity plus your
Spellcasting
what the
modifier.
stat was. Spell attack bonus.
spell attack bonus is +5. My dexterity is +0.
Okay, so you rolled a 5 plus 5, you say?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that's a miss. Bless you.
I need to hurry up. I gotta get off here. I gotta go to work here soon.
All right.
After Vickers, it cycles back around to my turn. So I'm going to attack Goblin C again.
Okay.
Counting in my strength modifier, that's a 13, and I was rolling with my stick to hit him.
Okay. 13 plus. Okay, 13 plus. 1.
No, that's at 13. It was 12 plus 1.
Okay. So that's a miss. Now it's these goblins' turns, and Goblin C is going to try to run, but he's also going to disengage as well. So he's going to dash and run away. The other two are kind of just still running, but are definitely out of your reach at this point, kind of. They're all running in different directions. And Goblin A is still just there. Goblin F, he's still loafing a little bit. Next up is your turn, Tylenol.
Alright. So
Okay. The only ones who are within your reach are Goblin A and Goblin F. Goblin F is asleep. Goblin A is exhausted.
I'm going to take Goblin F and just, let me think of a very gruesome way to kill him.
Remember, you gotta roll well to pull it off anyways.
Alright. I'm gonna do one of those WWE wrestling moves on him. You know where you like jump off with your elbow.
Alright. So make an athletics check.
Athletics check. I don't think that.
It's +2.
I'll roll the dice. I'll roll the dice for you, and then you gotta add your.
He's not proficient, so it's a +2.
Yeah. He's not proficient, so.
So it's a +2.
What would he have if he was proficient?
+4. But he's not proficient, so.
Okay, so it's.
So roll d20
Athletics
and
is
add
strength. So he's got a strength modifier of +2.
correct.
All right.
Jared's strength is 15.
All right. So counting his strength modifier, he rolled a 4.
All right. So the dude is asleep, so I'm just gonna go on a limb and say this is advantage. So roll again.
All right. 10.
All right. That's a
Counting
six.
the modifier.
That's a succession. You accidentally break the goblin's neck and he's dead.
What happens?
So then,
Goblin F is dead. You broke its neck. Next up is
its neck is
Taurus's
broken.
turn.
All right.
Throwing axe number 2 at Goblin A.
All right.
Carl, that kills people.
Okay, that's a
Wait,
d20.
Or wait. Can I move closer
Yeah.
and then attack it?
We're gonna need to go pretty
Yeah, you could move closer
Okay.
and attack him.
We're almost
Do
done.
that close, I think.
We're almost done.
I want to do that then.
All right, let me roll for you. And what modifiers are added to this? A strength?
Yes. Wait, no dexterity.
What's his strength? Dexterity?
Yes.
What's his dexterity modifier?
I'm checking. +2.
All right, so he rolled a net 21 to hit.
Okay, so that's a hit. Roll
What's
for
his
damage. It's a good question. Dang it. Alright. So this is a hand axe. I'm looking it
No,
up.
I moved closer and hit him with a sword. I didn't tell you guys that.
You did tell me that, so.
Okay. So you're using your.
I said I was closer, but.
Okay. Then scratch that then. Are you using your long sword or your short sword?
Am I allowed to use a combination of both? Because that's what I.
Yes, you have a two weapon fighting style, so you can use your bonus action. Depending on. Actually, you can use your hand axe because that's light, and your short sword since they're both light. They both have to be light.
In that case, I will go with my long sword, and I'm gonna aim for the head.
All right. So
Alright, I'll roll your damage. Are you using just your long sword?
Yeah, just my long sword.
okay.
Alright, so that's 1d8. You rolled a 1.
Okay. That was just enough for the goblin to keel over and just be like, So he is dying now. And he is the only one left, so you can just kind of maul on him and he's dead. That's if you choose to do so.
Yes,
I
killed the
I
goblin.
choose to do so.
Well, wait a minute. Do we want to interrogate him first?
We'll do that, then I call dibs on killing him.
Wait, you want to interrogate him? How will you interrogate him?
And then I'll kill him.
All right.
Alright. I suppose do you want me to do the interrogation since I can speak goblin?
You
Probably.
interrogate him.
Probably makes the most sense.
Probably. All right. While you do this, you should probably also roll for intimidation, or you're probably making a charisma check, or what would you use for this in this situation? You would make investigation. Try. You can either choose to roll investigation or intimidation.
Alright, investigation is intelligence. And I have +0 in that, but my charisma is +2, so we'll do intimidation.
Alrighty.
So my intelligence is +3.
Well, I'm not a intelligence-based spellcaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dad, you
And
can't
I
speak
really
Goblin
grew
though.
up in the woods.
Dad can't speak
I grew up
Goblin.
in the woods.
My bad.
Alrighty. You're also 90 years
Alright.
old though, so you have no excuses.
Yeah.
I
So
need to
roll charisma.
Correct.
Well, roll intimidation. That's 10, and my charisma modifier is +2, so there's that. I don't have proficiency.
Guys, I gotta leave real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Number
You-
one, I really gotta use it. Number two, I gotta go to my grandma's house and help with some stuff.
That's fine. We're about to get off of here anyway. They're
I'm
intimidating.
just gonna, while it's sleeping,
Okay, so now the goblin, on top of being exhausted, is now being interrogated. So he's like all on adrenaline. He's like, "What do you want from me?" Speaking the goblin, by the way.
Yes.
Okay,
Your
so
boss was talking about a bigger boss. Spill of beans, everything you know.
I didn't know there was a bigger boss. They told me that Progman was the big boss. They told us that the dwarves were going to enslave us, so we had to enslave them first. And then you guys came along and Progman started talking about this other thing, and I don't know, man. I'm just a cog in the machine, and I don't know, just stab me. Just
What do you say about the other thing?
the other thing.
The other thing. You said Progman said something about the other thing. Spill the beans on it.
The other thing, I don't know, this country's going to going to hell or something. There's also this, I don't know, wacky sailor down south that apparently does a lot of drug dealing and knows a lot about the actual hell, the real hell that Progman always talked about. I don't know, I thought he was just being coy when he said hell.
This goblin.
There
This MAGA.
two guys around
Make
here.
America goblin again.
What?
Those goblins that ran off. Where do you think they're running to?
Probably to another camp.
We have backup bases. We may be goblins, but we're not completely tactically unadept.
Where are the?
Why don't you just kill me? I don't know.
Can I kill him?
All right, I'm gonna give this guy a light backhand. Not enough to kill him, but enough to make business. As far as the backup camps.
They're all within the same square mile. But they're all just low down sheds so that we can rebuild them into new bases in case something exactly like this happens.
A good chance that they'll already be built by the time we get there.
Within a mile of here, you say?
They're within the mile. They're at most a mile away. But they're also scattered out a little bit.
All right, buddy. One more question, and then I'll give you the sweet release. I'll have my buddy give you the sweet release of death you've been asking for. Someone like me, girl, right? Same eyes, same hair, but she's got wings. Do you know anything about her?
Oh, you mean the girl who calls herself Marissa? She always shows up in Progman's dreams all the time.
What did Progman say about those dreams?
She said he said that she was the ultimate hero or something like that, but then she just disappeared.
What did she do as the ultimate hero?
I don't know. Goblins have this twisted view of all that. I mean, you're human, right? With wings, I guess. You know more about heroes and liberation.
Well, I suppose I don't have wings. That's, I mean, I can get some temporarily, but not at this point in time.
I don't know.
My sister has wings, though.
If you're so... But I've got a question. If you were so curious about all this, why did you kill our boss?
Help it.
Do you have any more questions for me? This is also
No.
nerve-wracking. I'm bleeding.
I'll let my buddy finish you off. Make it quick, Taurus. He's been useful.
I decapitated one fell stroke of my longsword.
Okay. So all of you get 180 experience points.
Sweet. Right.
80.
How many you said?
180.
Okay, so that puts me up to 226.
Now we have to loot.
Yeah. Do we want to save that until next time, or...
I gotta get off here. I have to go to work.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a bunch
Alright. Cool.
What did you say leveling up was? Like 500 or something?
300.
Around 500.
It's 300.